Welcome back to the Kids Food Festival at Downtown Cary Park. Up next, we're diving into something delicious and fun. We are making shark juice with Steve from the Refreshery. Get ready to learn, laugh, and discover your new favorite treat.
Hello everybody, how are we? Thank you so much for coming out today. So as he said, I am the owner and operator of the Refreshery right here in downtown Cary. So quickly, if you haven't heard us, I'll let you know we're about a less than 10-minute walk down the street and around the corner, right on Chatham Street. And we're kind of a cafe meets a corner store, and our primary product is cold pressed juice. So today we're going to make one of our best-selling cold pressed juices, which is shark juice. And our Chief Tasting Officer, Eleanor McNulty, is going to help us through the process to show you also how easy and simple it is. So shark juice has 4 main ingredients: pineapple, apple, lemon, and lime. You want to cut the apples for me, babe? So the cold press process is a little bit different than some other juices you may have. If you come into the Refreshery, you'll find out that our juices are already ready to grab and go in the fridge. They're filled in 12-ounce glass bottles, and you don't come to the counter and order, and then we don't make the juice fresh for you. That's a different style of juice. A lot of times that's made with a different type of juicer that adds a lot of oxygen to that juice. Sometimes you get more of a frothiness to it, and you also may get more particles in it. Also, that juice really kind of needs to be drank that night. Maybe if you put it in the fridge, it's okay the next morning. When we do the process here, it's going to grind it up super quick, and then it's going to put it into a press. And that press is going to squeeze with like 9 tons of pressure, and use a cheesecloth style bag and get all the juice out of it. So we're going to get a juice that is the same viscosity as water, so it's just as smooth as water. You're not going to get a bunch of little bits in it, and it's not going to be thick. And then you're also going to get about at least a week's shelf life out of it, depending on the ingredient, as long as you keep it cold. So you want to do some juicing, bud? Oh, she's already eating a snack. So the juicer we're going to use here today to make the shark juice is a Hummingbird XL. So we used this juicer in our house while we were building this business. We just opened in January, but we obviously had to make our recipes and things like that. So this is a countertop juicer. The one we use, and we do use this in the shop. Go ahead, you want to put the apples in. And do some lemon too. There's your plunger. Other way, bud. So she's going to plunge it into the blade there. There's a spinning blade, and then the fruit is dropping into a cheesecloth style bag. So the juicer we use at the Refreshery is from the same brand, Good Nature. They're one of the best juice makers in the world. They make all the best juicers for Suja and any of the chains that you might see that clean juice use it for a while. And they also make a countertop style like this. So the one in our shop is about 400 pounds, it's about this tall, and we can put about 30 pounds of produce in it at a time, and that gets us about 30 bags or 30 bottles of juice. There you go, bud. So to give some perspective, it takes about a pound of produce to go into each one of our 12-ounce bottles that we make. So she's putting about 3 pounds of produce in here total: pineapple, apple, lemon, and lime, and that's going to give us about 3 bottles of shark juice. Can we get some pineapple in there, bud? You might notice with the pineapple here, we've left the skin on. So one of the really cool features of a cold press juice machine like this is you're able to keep some of the skin on things like pineapple. And there's actually quite a bit of nutrition in the pineapple, some added bromelain, which is really great for digestion. Pineapple is also really high in vitamin C, so getting lots of nutrients there. A little lime in there, also high in vitamin C. Now I handed out a lot of samples today. Did any of you guys get to try some shark juice already? What do we think? All right. Put that in there. This one's too big. And that one in there for you. Another pineapple. A little bit more. Apple, lemon, lime. We're almost done. So we do about 10 or 12 different flavors at the Refreshery at any given time. And every recipe is a little bit different on what you can and can't put in the bag or how much you can, because you kind of got pressed to get a little smushy. The pineapple is super smushy and slimy and slick, so we can only put a little bit in here compared to what we put in some of the other recipes. And then the last apple to go through there, just to clean it out a little bit. That's the last one. Push it through. that's it. She's now ground up about 3 pounds of pineapple, apple, lemon, and lime. Put it in that bag, and then all we do is press a button. Oops. So we're gonna press the press button there, and then this part here is gonna squeeze all of the juice out and into the part down here. It's about a 4-minute process for this one to take on a bag. When we do it at the shop, it's similar, but again, we put about 30 pounds of produce into each batch that we make for you at the Refreshery. Okay, look. So a couple more things about the Refreshery, just to give a little pitch to you while the juice squeezes there. Like I said, we are down the hill and around the corner, right on Chatham Street, in the Meridian East Chatham Complex, right on the ground floor. We're open 7 days a week. We open at 7 o'clock in the morning. We do cold brew coffee, matcha, tea on draft. We also have a little boutique market where we carry a lot of our friends at the Cary Farmers Market. You'll find us at the Cary Farmers Market every Saturday. We carry pastries in the pastry case from Bright and Early Bakery, things like that. We'll just speed up the process here a little bit. And I know it's hard for you guys to see, but the juice comes just pouring out of there, and it smells fantastic. You get that lemon and lime citrus smell, it's so great. And a shameless little plug too, if you didn't grab a sample, we are all out of samples, I'm sorry about that. But we've got a tent right there, the second tent. We are selling shark juice, strawberry limeade, and green jolly. Green jolly is our best seller at the shop. In the 12-ounce bottle, it's got about a serving's worth of kale. Then we got pineapple, apple, lemon, and lime, and orange, or pineapple, apple, orange, and lemon, which round it out to taste more like a green Jolly Rancher than it tastes like a bag of grass. We have one of those too for those that like to punish themselves with really leafy veggies, but not for me. Almost there, bud. You want to hold that in a little longer? Okay, good. Anybody up front have any questions about juicing or anything like that, feel free to come grab me at the booth. Feel free to check out anytime in the shop. I'm there quite a bit these days. We just opened in January. Sorry for the little, I should have brought the music. Yeah, and if I didn't mention or if you haven't figured it out, with it being the Kids Food Festival, it is amazing for kids. Like I said, our Green Jolly has a full serving's worth of kale in it, and it's this one's favorite juice. So I've got her drinking and serving the kale every morning. Not in a smoothie, I'm not sure how often you're having that happen. Pineapple, apple, lemon, and lime, again, a lot of vitamin C in there, a lot of great enzymes, really good for digestion with the bromelain in the pineapple. Count down here just a couple more seconds. Ready? Right. There it is. Hit the stop button. All right. Here is our shark juice. Wait. Up. Oh no, I think there's a problem. This who had shark juice? This isn't what shark. Is this shark juice? Why? What's wrong? It's yellow. What color is shark juice? I forgot an ingredient. Don't worry, I got it, kids. I forgot the shark. We put shark in it, right, Ellie? Well, what do we do? How do we turn it blue? Ooh, with what is it? Blue spirulina. Oh, so what do I do? I put this in there? Just dump her in there. And stir it up, right? That's enough. Now that looks a little bit more like shark juice, doesn't it? There we go. And I'm a little short there. So there it is, guys. We have shark juice, LA Hilton shark juice. Pineapple, apple, lemon, lime, and blue spirulina. We forgot about the blue spirulina. So everybody, if you want to get shark juice to try, we have it at the booth over there. Like I said, we made that for you there on the table there, less than 20 minutes for sure. That was a pretty quick one, I bet. And if you have any questions on the cold press juice process, the Refreshery, the juicer here, or anything else, just come give me a chat at the booth, all right? Thank you, everybody.
Let's hear it for the Refreshery and shark juice. All right, we got some time before our next performance. For now, enjoy the rest of the Kids Food Festival. Be sure to sign up for the cooking classes online, Kids Food Festival.